Hello everybody and welcome to Rulebook Rundown. My name's Alan Paquette and today we're going to be going through Act 1, hopefully, of the Slay the Spire board game. Yeah. We were going to try to be doing multiplayer with Blunderbutt, but he was unable to make it, unfortunately. So this time will be a solo run. We'll be using The Silent, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. I like it. So, since we are playing solo, we start off with the loaded die as a starting relic, which I will put over here. And then we also start with an additional 2 coins. So I'll put those over here for now, too. Okay, I already had drawn Meow's Blessing. So we gain 3 gold and a card. So that's 3 more coins, putting us up to 5. Hey, there's Blunder. Alright, and then we gain our cards. When we gain a card, we flip over 3, and we choose one of them. Alright, so 0 cost slice, 1 damage, plus 1 damage if you have a shiv. The finisher, 1 damage for each other attack you've played this turn, including shivs, or skewer, deal 1 damage X number of times, plus 1. That's interesting if we have a lot of energy. I think we'll go with the slice and hope that we start getting a shiv build, because that's what I want to try to do. Alright, those go to the bottom of the deck. Then we choose an option down here. We can remove a card, we can transform a card, or we can gain a relic and lose 2 HP. The relics are super good, but I think I'm going to transform a card, because going solo... Oh, I can remove this here. Going solo, I don't really want to be starting with lower health. We did just get the extra attack, so I think I'm going to drop a slice from the deck, and then that will transform into dodge and roll to get 2 block. Each block can go to any player. Okay, that's fine. So that was it for Meow's Blessing, so that's finished and out of the game. And then we start. So over on the map here, we start at the bottom, and we always start with an encounter. And for the first act, there are first encounter cards. So this was randomly picked at the beginning. So we have a red louse. All right. He has a summon of a green louse with him. So I'll grab them with our summon cards. A green louse. There we go. This is going to be a lousy combat. Okay, so they both start with 3 health. Boop, boop. And they both have the ability of curl up. The first time the louse takes damage, it gets 2 block. Alright. So, here we go. We will start the first round. So on the first round, or at the start of combat, you get our 3 energy, 0 block. We're at full health. We'll shuffle this back up since we had the new cards. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Here we go. So we got the 5 cards, and then we roll the die. Try again. 2. Okay. So 2 does not trigger the loaded die, and it will be the top attacks for these guys. So the red louse will gain a strength, and the green louse will attack for 2. Alright, we'll keep that there. Then we do start of turn abilities. I have a start of combat, draw 2 cards. So we start with 7 for the first hand. Neat. Alright, so now we are on playing cards. So they have 3 health. Let's see. Alright. I'll do 1 energy for Survivor to get 2 block, and I discard a card. I'll discard Defend. We now are going to full block the attack if we don't do anything about it. And I think we'll neutralize the red louse because he's going to be getting strength. So that deals 1 damage to him, bringing him down to 2, and gives him a weaken. And then this is the first time he was attacked, so he gets 2 block here. Alright. Neutralize was free. And then we have 2 more energy. We're going to use both of those for strikes. Although that doesn't actually matter because it would take away block and they'd lose the block at the end of at the start of their turn. So we'll just strike the green louse for 1. He gets 2 block. The other strike doesn't matter. The other defends don't matter. So I will just drop those. I don't have any end of turn effects, so it is now their turn. At the start of their turn, they remove their block, and then they attack in order. So this guy gains a strength, and then this guy deals 2 damage. We've got 2 block, so we take no damage. Alright. That's the end of the enemy turn. We go back to the start of combat. We'll regain our 3 energy and 5 cards. Okay. Then we roll the die. 4. 4 does trigger the loaded die, and that gives us a block. And so we will be having 2 damage from this first guy, and 1 damage from the second guy. With the strength here, it's going to be 3 damage, but with the weaken, it'll be 2 damage. And then 1. So we kind of want to block 3. We've got a block of 1. Yeah, this is fine. So 1 energy for dodge roll. For 2 block, each block can go to any player. We'll do us. That'll be 3 block. And then 2 energy for 2 strikes. A strike against each. Boop, boop, bringing them both down to 1. They both get the 2 block, but it doesn't matter, because we're going to just pass the turn. And then they lose the block. And then this guy will attack for 3, which is 2. So I block 2 of those. And then this guy attacks for 1. And I have 1 block left. So I take no damage. Goes back to the start of turn. We get a card. And shuffle. And roll. A 1. Doesn't trigger the loaded die. Oh, this guy did his attack, so this weaken is off of him. But strength maintains. 3, 4, 5. Back to 3 energy. I don't have a second attack to defeat both of them. Bummer. Okay, well, we'll slice the green louse for 0 for 1 damage. That is enough to defeat him. He has 1 hit point, and he can't do anything. All of these are just gaining block. It doesn't matter because he is going to be gaining strength. So I'll just end the turn. Leave that there. Their turn, he gains a strength. Okay. Start of the round again. Draw 5. Roll a 3. 3 doesn't help me. He would be doing an attack, but we're going to just neutralize him for 1 damage. That's enough. Okay. So we defeated him. Our reward is 1 coin. And we get a card thing. So we got a reflex, calculated gamble, or bouncing flask. Ooh. Alright, so Reflex is unplayable. If this card's discarded by a card effect, draw 2 cards. That's pretty nice. And Calculated Gamble discards your card, or discards your hand, then you draw that many cards. I only have one card right now that can discard Reflex, so I'm going to take Calculated Gamble, I think. We'll take that one. We'll put these on the bottom. I think it says that the drawn enemy gets placed at the end of the run after any summons. You know, some of the pictures showed that with, like, this guy at the back, but then other ones, when it was talking about gaining rewards, it had said that, like, the first... players gain the rewards on the upper left of the enemy card. In encounters, gain rewards from enemies in the row you ended combat. Yeah. I had looked in the thing, because, yeah, this picture shows the enemy on the far right. Whereas, like, this picture shows the enemies all on the left and summons to the right. So, I don't really understand why that is. Yeah, it just says put them into play at the start of combat. Maybe it's just elites at the end. Just want to leave the bottom row. If there are summons, place them in each player's row with the elite to their right. Oh yeah, there you go. So just elites go to the right. Good call. Good call. Alright, we got our card. We resolved our thing. So these go back to their respective decks. This one's out of the game because that's the first encounter thing. And now we are over at the map. So, moving on here, I think I like events. So, let's go. I don't really want to go for the elite guys right now. So I'm going to go left here and then maybe cycle up toward the middle. So we're going to hit this first event. Let's see what we got. Bonfire Spirits. You happen upon a group of spirits dancing around a large bonfire. As you approach, they turn to you expectantly. You can offer to remove a card. Oh, that's the only option, so we have to do that. We remove a card. If it's uncommon, heal 3 HP. If it's rare, heal to full HP. If it's a curse, lose 1 HP. Okay, so I'm going to be removing a common card of a defend. So nothing happens, but I did get to remove a card, and that's kind of neat. Okay. So we'll put that back on the bottom. Oops. And then we'll go back over to the map. Good room resolve. Let's go up here, and we're doing another. We've got the library. You come across an old abandoned library. You find countless rows of scrolls, manuscripts, and books. So you can read to gain a card, look at 5 cards instead of 3, or sleep and heal 3. We're at full health, so we're definitely going to read. So we look at 5 cards this time. Neat. Alright. So we've got Footwork, Power, Masterful Stab, Crippling Cloud, Dodge and Roll, and Dagger Throw. None of these have shivs. Come on. Alright, each block on your attacks and skills get +1 block. Ongoing Power. Masterful Stab costs 2 if you lost HP this combat. So if we haven't lost any health, it's a free 2 damage. That's pretty cool. Crippling Cloud deals poison to everybody in my row. In solo, that's super good because they're always only going to be in your row, probably. And weakening everybody. That's real cool. Dodge and Roll, we have one in there already. Dagger throws 2 damage. Draw a card, discard a card. Oof. I think... I think I want to go for Masterful Stab. I'm gonna try to go for as much free damage as I can, I think. That way if I can get into shivs, then that's more free damage. Alright, so this goes back to the bottom of the deck. And then we're back over to the map. Here we go, we're on our first regular encounter. So we get a fungi beast. This guy is a fun guy. Alright, he also spawns a fungi beast. Somewhere in here. There we go. Okay. So on death, he inflicts vulnerability. Interesting. Alright, so we have 5 health here, 6 health here. Oh man. So much strengthening going on. Okay. Seems good. So we will shuffle our deck. We have our stuff all reset here. Start a combat, we draw 2 extra. So 5, 6, 7 cards for the opening. Then we'll roll the die. A 2. Okay, a 2 doesn't trigger my thing. He will attack for 2. He's going to gain 2 strength. Alright. Neat. Gonna need something to get extra energy, I think. Discard your hand, draw that many cards. I don't want to do that yet. Okay, so we're going to start off with straight damage stuff. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we're going to Masterful Stab the first fungi beast. That does 2 damage because I have not lost, or it's free because I haven't lost any HP this combat. And it deals 2 damage. Alright. Then, so that was free. Then we're going to strike him for 1. I don't have a shiv, so it's not an additional damage, but that is also free. He's down to 3 health. Yeah, let's go for it. We'll do 2 attack for 2, or 2 strikes for 2 energy. Bring him down to 1. And then I'll neutralize him for 1 more and weaken, but the weaken doesn't matter. On death, I become vulnerable. I have 1 left. I'm going to calculated gamble now to discard my hand because he's not attacking. So I exhaust this, discard my hand, and then draw that many cards. So I will draw 1 card. It's also a defend. Okay. We'll play it. Gain 1 block. Alright. Nothing at the end of my turn. So it goes to his turn. He is going to gain 2 strength. Yowza. I don't lose vulnerability because that only is lost when I take damage. And I take double damage the next time. So we're back to the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And rolling. A 5. So he's going to attack for 1, which is actually 3 now, and strengthen again, which is 6. Yikes. Okay. So we're back up to 3 energy. Our block is gone. Interesting. Hello, Mud Turtle. Welcome. Welcome. Alright, we're going to do Survivor to gain 2 block, discarding a strike. Then we're going to do 1 energy for dodge and roll to get 2 more block. 2, 3, doubled for 6. Take 2, take 1. Gonna have to get in there. Gonna use the last energy to hit him for 1. Dropping down to 4. And then I discard the rest of the cards. No, Blunder didn't crap out on me. It was just not really great timing and children and, you know, and I had been hankering to play this all day, so I was more so chomping at the bit and didn't want to wait any longer. So maybe I'm the jerk. I don't know. But, okay. So he is now attacking for 1, 2, 3, which becomes 6. So I block 4 and take 2 damage. And then he gains another strength. Yeah, darn kids. Alright. Next turn, reset our energy. Get our cards. Oh, I didn't... Oh. I had forgotten to trigger this on that 5 roll, so I'm going to gain 1 health back. I had that defend instead of the attack. I'll do that and get the other health back. To not attack, use the defend instead. I forgot about that. Okay. I think it's fine. We hadn't advanced too far. This is gone. Okay. There's the 5. Let's roll for the next one. 4. Okay. Blocking. He's doing 5 damage. Gross. And I can't get in for 5. Also gross. Ugh. And he's just gonna keep getting stronger. I don't like it. Alright, we'll do 1 for Survivor, discarding a strike to get 2 block. We'll do 1 for Defend to get a block, and 1 for a strike to hit him for 1. That's kind of all we can do there. Okay, so he's coming in for 5. I've got 4 block. Take 1. Next turn. 5 cards. Oop. A 5 again. I gain a block. He's going to be hitting for lots and strengthening. So, can I do 4? 1, 2, 3. Cost 2? Yes, I can. Haha. So Slice is free. Deals 1 damage. Down to 3. Neutralize is free. Deals 1 damage. Down to 2. Strike costs 1. Deals 1 damage, down to 1. Masterful Stab costs 2 because I have lost HP this combat, but that does 2, and he is defeated. Woo! Got there. I didn't want to get hit again. Okay, so we get a coin and a potion. Got an energy potion. Ooh, nice. I like those. And then a card. Cloak and Dagger. Ooh, there we go. Terror. And Blur. Blur's 2 block, +1 if you discarded the card this turn. That's pretty cool. No, we're going to do Cloak and Dagger because we want that Shiv. That's going to help our other stuff. Okay. This guy goes back in here. This guy goes back to the bottom. Alright. This goes back in here. And we're on the map. Let's see. It looks like it doesn't matter whether we go up or to the right, because it's going to be an event and an encounter either way. So, and then I think I want to go, yeah, the path is going to be going up to here, and then this way, and then probably this, maybe this way, to get the guy before going to the merchant. Yeah. Alright. Let's do event first. Alright. Event. Wheel of Change. It's time to spin the wheel. Are you ready? Of course you are. Roll the die. Each player rolls separately. Okay. Wow, that's so cocked there. Here we go. 5. 5. Gain 4 coins. Jeez. Alright, so we'll exchange a 1 for a 5 here. And that's that. Okay. What were the other things on here? Heal to full, gain a curse, remove a card, gain a relic, gain 4 coins, lose 2 hit points. So 2 of the things are bad. That's pretty good. I like that. Alright, back over here. Moving on up. Fighting a dude. We're fighting a small slime, who also has an acid slime and a spike slime. Oh. So many slimes. Blunder finally made it to his PC. Yeah. Spike slime. Acid slime. So, Blunder, you'll have to start playing and race me to the top. Okay. Here we go. Let's shuffle and go. It's interesting attacks here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rolling the die. 3. Doesn't trigger the loaded die. We're on 2 damage here, 1 damage and a daze. Okay. So we got 4 damage coming in right now. So we'll do 1 energy for dodge roll to get 2 block. I could defend, and be able to block everything, but then not be making progress. 1 hit. I think we'll do... On the small slime, we'll slice, strike, strike to defeat him, and I won't be able to do the defends. But he'll be gone. And then I take 2 damage from this guy, which is my whole block, and then, or 2 Yes. He hits for 2. I block it both. He hits for 1. That does hit point damage. And then I get a Daze. This goes on top of my draw pile, and it's unplayable. And Ethereal, so it'll discard at the end of the turn. That's it for them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And roll. 6. Trigger a die relic ability. I guess it... Obviously, I don't have another one. Can it trigger itself? And gain a block? I don't know. Let's see if that's in the specific things at all. No. Alright, so we'll just say it doesn't. Okay. 6 is up there. I've got the Dazed. Discard a card. Coming in for 4 and a Dazed. Okay. So we will do 1 for Survivor. And I'm going to discard the Dazed. It's going to go... It's not going to get out of my deck, unfortunately, but it does give me 2 block. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. And then, that was for the 1. I'll neutralize for 0. We'll do 1 damage to the Spike Slime and weaken it. So now we'll do 1 for defend to gain a block, put up to 3. We won't be taking any damage. Calculated gamble, not going to use because it would do 0. Okay. Get hit for 2, block 2, take a Daze. Bummer. Over here, he attacks for 1 because of the weaken, which I block. He loses weaken. Back to me. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boo. Alright. Roll. 2. Top row. Alright, he's putting vulnerability and weaken on. Gross. So this costs 2 to do 2 damage versus these costing 2 to do 2 damage. So that doesn't really matter. So I will do the 2 strikes for 2 damage on the spiked slime, and then I'll do 1 for Cloak and Dagger to gain a shiv and a block. Shiv. Not going to throw the shiv yet because the 1 extra damage isn't going to matter. And this costs 2, so that's it. This goes back to the pile. And it is their turn. I get weakened. Boo. And then I get hit for 1, which I block. And I get vulnerability. Also boo. Oh, I guess potentially doing the shiv before getting the weaken. That would have been smart. Oh well. It's fine. This is fine. It's been a real long time since I played the video game, so trying to remember and focus on all of the strategies. It's pretty tricky. Alright, there's 5. Roll the die. Whoa. It's a 2 again. Okay. Let's reset our energy. Do 1 for Cloak and Dagger again to gain a shiv and a block. And then we'll do 1 for a strike, which does 0 because of weaken, but that gets rid of weaken. We have our 1. That's not going to matter because we're going to defeat him instead. We'll spend our 1 for a strike to strike the spike slime, and then we'll chuck a shiv at him for 1 damage to defeat the spike slime. I don't think I want to do either of those things, so we'll just end the turn there. I get a weaken again. And then that block goes away, energy goes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, I get a block from the loaded die. That's good. Just need one more block. Where am I gonna get it? Okay. But then I don't, because neutralize is gonna do 1 damage to him. No, it's not. It's going to do no damage because I'm weakened. Ugh, what a jerk. But it does weaken him. Haha, take that. And then I guess we'll get 3 block with the 3 energy and put the dazed back. Yeah, shiv builds are fun. I remember it being fun in the video game. I only have like 1 card that gives shivs and 1 card that is boosted if you have shivs. So we'll see how it goes, how it progresses. Alright, that's my turn. It's his turn. He is attacking for 1, which becomes 2 because of vulnerability. So I take 2 damage and block it fully. And then he loses that. And then we're on 5. I get a daze back on top of the deck. And back to us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see what we got. 2. Okay. So we're not taking any damage. So we're going to do all 3 energy into Masterful Stab and Strike for 3 damage. Boop, boop. 2, down to 2. I'll throw the Shiv to bring it down to 1 since we're going to get vulnerable. Those go away. That goes away. That was the energy. Their turn. Hit with the vulnerability, or weaken. Back to the top. Ow. Oh, that was a sharp corner of that card. I shivved myself. Okay, here we go. Up to 5. Oh, there's the one that needed the shiv. Doesn't matter, he gone. 4 gets me a block, and then I do 1 energy for a strike that gets rid of the weaken, and then slice for 1 to defeat the slime. Yeah. Okay. Those are gone. Let's clean this up a little bit. These summons are gone. Let's just put these gremlins to the side. Gremlins. Alright, so what do we get? We get a coin. And we get a card. Deadly Poison. Acrobatics and another Cloak and Dagger. Man, I love poison stuff. But this time, we're trying shivs. So we're going Cloak and Dagger again. These are going away. Weaken does not stay for the whole turn. In this, Weaken and Vulnerability are just for the next instance of attack. So Vulnerability will stay on until you get attacked, and it does double damage. Not like one... I can't remember if it was double or 1.5 in the video game. But it does double damage in this, and then after that happens, you lose a Vulnerability. And then similarly, the Weaken, after you make an attack, regardless of the number of Weakens, it's reduced by 1. And then you lose a Weaken. So it's pretty good. Alright. We'll reset this. We're back over here to the map. So I think we're going to go this away and get ourselves a treasure, a relic. We gain a relic. So that's this deck here. Blood Vial. Start of combat. Heal 1. Nice. I'm about that life. Alright. So we'll shift the coins down. They're less important. We'll get Blood Vial over here. Okay. Perfect. I guess I can use this side too. I'll put the potions over here. Relics over here. Can't see the potion. Darn light source. Potion. No. Okay, it's fine. This is fine. Okay, so we got our relic. So we're back over here. We're going to go up this way and do an event. Ominous Forge. Inside a small hut you find a forge. The tools are covered with dust, yet a fire roars in the furnace. So we can rummage, gain a relic, roll a die. On a 1 through 3, gain a curse. Or forge, upgrade a card and lose 2 hit points. I don't have anything upgraded yet. Upgrading would be pretty cool. Upgraded Cloak and Dagger gives 2 shivs. Upgraded Masterful Stab costs 1 instead of 2, and it increases the damage by 1. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to go for the rummage, though. Let's get some more relics up in here. So gain a relic. That's a spot. Duvu Doll. Gain strength when you draw a curse. Lose that strength at the end of turn. Oh. Your relic heals 1 of that. Yeah. But I like relics. This actually works out pretty well if we do gain a curse here. Which we do. Alright. So we gain a curse. That curse is going to be Writhe. When played, exhaust it. Okay. So it costs 1 to play it. But it'll go exhausted. But I almost don't want it to. It's a dead card through the thing, but whenever I draw it, I will gain a strength for the turn. So that's pretty cool. Did I have that daze in here still? No. Got rid of the daze. Okay. Good deal. Alright, so we have a curse in the deck. Ominous Forge, you go away. Duvu Doll, move over here. We don't really have to see you as much. Alright. Let's do another event. Ancient Temple. You come across an ancient temple. You sure don't see any traps. Go inside, gain a relic, lose 1 HP, lose an additional HP per player who chose this option before you. That's funny. Or leave and nothing happens. Yes, I'm going to go inside. Psh. Psh. Another relic. The Boot. 4, 5, or 6. Deal a damage. Okay. It's the Mecha Koopa. Or the, yeah. Mecha Koopa Boot. I like it. Okay. So that's over there. And lose 1 HP. Okay, so we're down to 6. No additional HP because solo. Alright, so over here we've got our choice between merchant and then encounter, or encounter and then merchant. We're sitting on 12 coins right now. I think we got it. Let's get a few more coins here. All right, going to the dude. It's a blue slaver. He doesn't summon anybody else. That's good. He's kind of strong though, but he will give 2 coins. Neat. All right. So here we go. Start of combat. Blood vial heals 1. Back up to 7. We're almost there. Almost there to the bossy boss. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As of the start of combat, silent thing. Okay. Bummer, we didn't get the 2 damage one. Alright. Roll for thing. A 1. 1 doesn't trigger the things over here. Darn it. So he's going to be doing 2 damage and weaken. Okay. 2 damage. What do we got? We got Survivor. That can give us 2 block. Or we've got... Alright, Cloak and Dagger, for sure, for 1. Gain a Shiv, gain a block. That way we can Slice for 1 attack, plus 1 damage if you have a Shiv. Yeah, so that's 2-fer. And that was free. So we'll... Strike for 1 and Survivor for 1. So it's 1 damage, 2 block. Discard any of those. Bring him down to 7. Save the Shiv for right now. Even though we got the card we needed it for. We're about to get weakened. I don't think it really matters. So yeah. We'll save the Shiv for right now. His turn. He attacks for 2. We block 2. He does weaken. We gain weaken. Next turn. Aha. This is why we saved the Shiv. Okay, roll a die. 4. 4 triggers the loaded die for a block. I didn't reset this, so we got 1 block. And then 4 also deals 1 damage with the boot. And then gain a strength when you draw a curse. Drew a curse, gain a strength. We'll lose it at the end of turn. Okay. That is fine. So we will Cloak and Dagger for 1 to gain a block and another Shiv. He's going to be doing 3 damage. No, he's not. So, neutralize. That's gone. Neutralize does 1 damage. Strength makes it 2. Weaken makes it 1. So he takes 1. Then I lose the weaken. He gains a weaken from neutralize. And then we have 2 left, so we'll do 1 for defend, which gains a block, and then 1 for strike, which deals 2 damage because of strength. Boop, boop. And then he's at 3. We'll pitch the dagger for 2 with strength, pitch the dagger with 2 for 2 with strength, taking him out. Yeah. All right. Let's go curses. That was pretty cool. This guy just got dunked. All right, 2 coins and a card. Yeah, that was a pretty good turn. Pretty good turn. Alright, so backflip gets a block and draw 2 cards. Leg sweep does a weaken and 3 block. Setup gains an energy. I think we're going to do setup, and hopefully we get that in the first draw of 7. That would be the most ideal time, I think, to get that. Okay. Here we go. To the merchant. Alright, I got the merchant over here. So, we've got 3 relics available for purchase. 3 potions available for purchase. And 3 of my cards available for purchase. We'll put those up here. Oh, I didn't account for cards. Okay, we can't really see them. So, acrobatics is draw 3 cards, discard a card. Predator is 3 attack. Any player draws 2 cards. Costs 2. All out attack is 2 damage to the whole row. And discard a card. That's pretty good. Gremlin Horn. On a 4, draw a card. On a 5, gain an energy. That would cost 7 because it's in the sale slot. Or Chalcum, gain a block if you don't have any block at the end of turn. That doesn't usually happen, so that's out. Tungsten Rod. On a 5, 1 block to all players, or 3 instead if solo. That's cool. How much do we have? We got 10, 14. We have 14 coins. I was probably intending to just do this as a 1-act thing, just to hopefully get 2 check marks. So I think we'll spend all of this. So I'm going to go 7 for the Gremlin Horn. So I like that. Then we got 7 left. Man, Distilled Chaos. Draw 3 cards. Immediately play them in any order for 0 energy. That's super cool. I want All Out Attack. It costs 3 to buy because it's a blue banner card. So that'd be 3. The Distilled Chaos is 3. That's 6. So we'll spin those. We keep 1 coin. These are all gone. That's going to get All Out Attack and Distilled Chaos. Cool. Okay. So these go to the bottom of the deck. These go to the bottom of the deck. Oh, jeez. And these go to the bottom of the deck. Alright. That was the merchant. Now you really want this game, Mud Turtle? Yeah. I'm sure it will be available for purchase eventually. Like, I mean, people are still getting it from Kickstarter. Like, this showed up less than a week ago. So, yeah, the Kickstarter stuff is fulfilling, and then I'm sure it's gonna hit the regular retail stuff. I think you can pre-order the game from their site. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure I saw that you can put in pre-orders for it for when the Kickstarter is finished fulfilling. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, moving on up. Campfire, our first campfire here. So we can either rest and heal 3 hit points, or smith and upgrade a card. We're at 7 at the start of combat. Blood Vial is going to bring us to 8 out of 9, so we're definitely going to be upgrading a card. The question is, which card do we upgrade? What does all-out attack do then? Although we're fighting one guy, so that's just going to increase the damage to one guy by 1. That's not going to be that great. How about setup? Setup would give 2 energy. That's pretty good. And it's only 1 time through. Cloak and Dagger gives the extra thing. How much does Slice increase damage by? 2 damage. So maybe it's not that. Maybe it's... Maybe it is Masterful Stab. Although I'm going to lose health. But then it's a 1 cost 3 damage attack. Or 1 cost 3 damage card. That's probably ideal. Let's check Calculated Gamble. What do we got here? Discard your hand, draw the many. Alright, it doesn't exhaust. But... Actually, this may be good because we're fighting the guy that puts burns in the deck, and if burns are still in your hand at the end of the turn, then you take damage. Three. No. We're in on damage. Let's go. Masterful Stab upgraded. Costs 1 if I've lost hit points this combat, and then 3 damage deck. Okay. We're in there. We'll reset this. And over here, we're moving up. We can't quite see it, but we got the boss here. So here we go. Boss time. We have Hexaghost. Oh boy. Alright. Set this bad boy out here. Single player, so he has 36 health. And he's going to be starting at the top here. Yeah, so he's doing not tons of damage, but he does put burns in the deck. Alright. So now we shuffle. And let's get it on. Okay. Start of combat, heal 1. There we go. That one is done and out of the way. Let's maybe maneuver these a little bit more just for remembering clarity's sake. Alright. This is fine. 7 cards at the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Setup is not in there. We did get Writhe, so we gain a strength for the first turn. Alright. Roll 3. None of the things trigger on 3. Cool. Cool. Okay. We're going to 1 energy for Cloak and Dagger to get a Shiv. and a block. He's hitting for 1, so I don't need to do more block. We're gonna slice for sure. 1 damage plus 1 if you have a shiv. Oh. And we have strength. Okay. Yeah, cloak and dagger didn't do damage. So slice is doing... strength is increasing the sword damage to 2, and then plus 1. So this hits for 3. 1, 2, 3. Down to 33. And that was free. Then we're going to do 1 for strike, which will do 2 damage because of strength. Then we're going to calculated gamble to discard the hand and draw that many cards. So discarding 3, drawing 3. Easy. Nice. Haven't lost HP this combat, so 4 damage because of strength. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 27. Neutralize 2 damage because of strength and a weaken. And then last energy for strike for 2 more damage because of strength. And then oh, I wish I paid closer attention to my distribution here, because I could do the draw 3 and immediately play them, but if I roll into defends, that's gonna feel real bad, so I'm gonna wait on that. I will use the shiv though to maximize the strength for 2 more damage. So it brings him down to 21 on the first turn from 36. 15 damage in a round. I'm into that. Okay. It is now his turn. He deals 0 damage because of the weaken. And then I get a burn, which is put in your discard pile. It's unplayable. At the end of turn, take 1 damage if this is in your hand. Okay. There we go. Next round. Got 5. We lose the strength. Roll the die. It's 4. Ooh. Okay. So we deal 1 damage from the boot. We gain a block from the loaded die. I didn't drop that down, so there we go. And then we draw a card from the Gremlin Horn. Neat. Oh yeah, this moves down on his turn. Alright, so he's coming in for 4. So we're going to do 1... Oh, back up to here. 1 for dodge roll to gain 2 block. It's only 4, so this doesn't really matter. I'm going to do 1 for survivor for 2 block, discarding a defend. And then 1 for all-out attack, because it does 1 more damage. Discarding a strike, it does 2 damage. Boop, boop. Down to 18. And then no energy left for this 1 strike. I don't want an energy potion for it either. There we go. His turn. He attacks for 2. Block, block. He attacks for 2. Block, block. Gain a burn. This goes down. He's just going to inflict 2 burn next turn. 1, 2, 3. It's exciting. 4, 5. Keep bumping the board when I try to pick up the things. Alright. Roll for the turn. It's a 5. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. 5 deals the damage from the boot. 5 gains a block from the loaded die. back to there. And then 5 gains in energy from the Gremlin Horn. Puts me to 4. Neat. And I don't need block this turn. So we'll do 1 for Cloak and Dagger to get a block and a Shiv. Shiv is obviously the important thing. Then we'll Slice, which will do 2 because having a Shiv. Boop, boop. I'm not going to use Setup because I don't want to exhaust that. And I don't need to defend. That's kind of a bummer. Alright, I'm just gonna pass the turn. That feels real bad. But that's how it is in this turn. Alright. He does 2 burn. And then this goes down 1. And then we start the next round. 5 cards. No discard thing. Rolling. 6. Deal 1 damage from the boot. And trigger the die relic ability. Or trigger a die relic ability. Do I want to draw a card or gain an energy? He's coming in for 3 damage. That's 3 block here. So I think I want to draw a card. Cool. Alright. So we're going to... dodge roll for 1. To get 2 block. Had no block. Get 2 block. Cloak and Dagger for 1. To get a Shiv and a block. I'm going to back up. I'm going to definitely Cloak and Dagger first. I'm going to undo the dodge roll. Go down 2. I'm going to use Distilled Chaos now to draw 3 and play them in any order for 0. Ugh. Okay. All Out Attack is going to do 2 damage. And I'll discard the burn. Defend will just gain a block. And we're at... he's going to be coming in for 2. We're already there with block, so we'll use Survivor to gain 2 block, discarding a defend. Then we'll use our 1 energy for Strike for 1 damage. 0 energy for Neutralize for 1 damage and a Weaken. And sure, we'll use 1 energy for Dodge and Roll to gain 2 block, up to 7. He's at 10. I'm gonna wait on these till we draw the curse and have strength. Okay. This is gone. Alright. His turn. He hits for 2 because of this. And then he gains 5 block. Doing it this way instead of using the 5, just so it's easier to take off little increments. Okay, this moves down. Board resets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drew into the curse. Gaining a strength for the round. Rolling. A 1 Triggers no thing. Okay. Masterful Stab. I still have not been hit by him yet to take any damage. And the burn happens at the end. So this costs 0 still, so that will do 4 damage because of the strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 6. Nope. Back up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. There we go. Then, yeah, we're kind of locked in on this. 1 energy for strike. Does 2 damage. 1 here, 1 here. And then 1 energy for strike to do 2 damage. And then we'll now pitch both of these for 4 damage because of strength. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I do not want to use the energy to get rid of Writhe. End of turn. Oh. Boo. I don't have any block to even block any of this. No. Oh no. We're going to take a whole mess of damage. Alright. End of turn. This deals 1. I have no block, so I take the damage. Doesn't get rid of it. I lose the strength. He attacks for 2. I just take the 2. Ouch. And take another burn. And now it goes down here. I need to kill him this turn. 1. That's often how it goes in Slay the Spire. For me, it feels like in the video game, you know, you kind of get to a point of, well, this is the turn I need to win in, otherwise I'm going to lose. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Roll, see what we get. 4. Okay, so we deal a damage. Oh, we're gonna get there for sure. Gain a block and draw a card. Ouch. He's at 2 health, so we have 3 energy. We're gonna do 1 energy for Cloak and Dagger to get a block and a shiv, and then we're going to do a strike for 1 energy to bring him down to 1, and then we're going to have to pay 1 for Masterful Stab plus to hit him for 3. Boom. Got him. And then the battle ends, so these don't go at all. Huzzah! Did it! Victory is me. So, we gain 3 gold, a boss relic, which we draw 1 per player plus 1. So I would pick between the Wrist Blade. Your 0-cost attacks deal plus 1 damage on each thing, including shivs, or Cursed Key. Start of turn, gain an energy. When obtained, gain 2 curses. Oh my goodness. These are both awesome for this build. How many 0-cost attacks do we have? Slice, so that's 1, 2... Masterful Stab. So there's 3 attacks. That'd be plus 3 damage versus extra energy, and then the curses for the draw with the Duvu doll. Yeah, that seems crazy and more fun. So Cursed Key, gain 2 curses. Decay, unplayable end of turn. If this card is in your hand, take a damage. Okay, maybe you can get around that. And Parasite. If this card is removed from your deck, lose 2 hit points. Okay. Wrist Blade goes back. Then we get a gold card. Woo! So we've got die, die, die. 1,000 cuts. Bullet time. Alright. 3 damage to the row. For 1. Potentially 4. 1,000 cuts. Power. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, deal 5 damage to any row. That's real cool. But we got a pretty big deck. On that boss, I think we shuffled twice. What's the upgrade say? 7 damage to any row. Dang. I think our deck is too big for that, though. Bullet time. You can't draw additional cards this turn. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand to 0. That's pretty interesting. And upgrade, it makes it cost 2 instead. I like drawing cards. But I think I only have... I don't have any cards that let me draw cards. So this could be okay. Nothing really costs a whole lot, though. And we're having the extra energy. So maybe we do... Die, die, die. Let me put these back. Alright. So that is the end of Act 1. We would do a new board for Act 2, new boss, all new enemy cards. We'll heal back up to full. And yeah, I will have to decide whether I want to continue this or just end. We've got a kind of a fun build going on. I'm not sure. Alright, TBD. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed some Slay the Spire action. Mud Turtle, thanks for chatting. Appreciate you. And I guess until next time, keep on gaming.